Our world is beautiful. Our world is abundant. It is also a fragile world. Daily we are confronted by charges of our overconsumption and the damage caused. What might a culture of working with the grain of nature, not against it, look and feel like?
I lived in a very nice house in Lincolnshire and had everything, and I just kept wondering why I was so discontent, why I felt there was something missing, what part of me wasn't being fulfilled. I had everything that I'd been brought up to believe is what we aim for. I longed to live simply. I longed for something real, something that mattered, something that I felt passionately about, a way of contributing. And I felt to do that I had to let go of stuff. And I just happened to be collecting water from the spring in the village, which we did for our drinking water. And a traveller was coming down the hill, and he stopped where I had just walked down from filling water to water his horses. And we got chatting. He happened to mention that he'd been on a permaculture course, and he just said the three ethics: people care, land care, fair share. And something in me just slotted into place. The three permaculture ethics really had got into my soul, and I knew I had an adventure in me. I knew I had to do something. I had no money. I was 48, and although I was quite strong at that time, I made an agreement with myself and the field that all our needs would be perfectly met, and everything that we needed to do what I was going to do would walk down the track. So the help would come, the money would come, the skills would come, and between me and everybody else, we would be able to put together what I had in my heart somewhere, and gradually has evolved and come about. Ourganics is a permaculture smallholding, off-grid, low-impact self-build, and I produce food for the community. It's just under 5 acres of ancient water meadow, so lots of clay and a high water table. Probably one of the most important things is the polytunnel. It's a 27-metre polytunnel and a small one behind. And the 2 ponds, the big reservoir pond at the top, and then the sitting by pond down here. The water that runs through the field that we use for watering, and it ripples all the way through the field, joining up the stream at the top and River Bride at the bottom. We've got a river fridge, a wormery, the open fire pit that a lot of the cooking is done, and on washing day that's where I do my cauldron for washing. The outside kitchen where we cook all year round. A log store which I'm very proud of, and it's nearly full. I feel very secure. No amount of money would make me feel as secure as a full log shed. The flood garden, which is probably where about half my money is made, and where a lot of the stuff that needs to grow outside is grown outside. And then we've got the forest garden, and up there is mostly fruit, so that's high cash crops that work quite well. A yurt that people can stay in, and of course the little green caravan with a turf roof, which is a place for people to stay. I'd never grown before, so I didn't have any idea. I just went to Groves, which is our garden centre locally, and picked all the yummy looking things I thought I'd like to eat while I was actually creating 40 odd beds outside. So that's when I suddenly realised I wasn't a little garden grower. I had suddenly made myself a commercial grower. So I had to get a commercial grower's catalogue from King's. So I ordered this packet of Mizuna, which is an oriental salad green. And I got a kilo thinking, I'm sure that's quite a lot, but anyway, I'll use it. And it lasted me about 4 years because it was so many seeds. So I learnt very, very quickly where to order the seeds from, what seeds grew, what didn't grow. I think one of the biggest achievements that I realise today, as I'm 64, is that I've been here for 16 years. I still love it. I still thrive on it. I'm still getting over the challenges, and I love it more every year. I think I fell into the rhythm of the land, of the field, of the weather, of the jobs, of the everything, almost despite myself. I think we all could. I don't think it's, just me. I think given an opportunity to live with the land, the next step becomes obvious. Like, there's no point in lighting a fire to cook lunch if it's raining. So all the time it's about how to adapt with what's going on, what's here, what needs do the plants have, what needs do the animals have, what jobs, who's coming, what needs to be done, does the bread need doing, do the chickens need cleaning out. So it's really just rolling on through the day of what the jobs are next at a steady pace. I'm often asked, what is permaculture? And having asked the question, people often turn off. But when I say, you're a permaculturist, I've got their attention. So that led me to believe that actually everybody is a permaculturist, that we all want the same things. We all want shelter, we want a family, we want home, we need food, we need water, we need community. Ideally, we need not to be fighting. So therefore, that's people care. And if we don't look after each other, then we're not in any state to look after the land. So therefore, that comes from community. And once we work the land, we live with the land and each other in harmony, there's an absolute abundance to share. We can give it to anybody and everybody. I have had a very privileged, very conventional, average Western life. And when people who come from a very similar life come here and they see this as so exceptionally different, and it really isn't. It's very ordinary, it's very simple. So I feel as if, having had the very privilege, which I really appreciate and appreciated at the time, for me this is a privilege as well. It's just very different. It's much more physical, it's harder work, it's 24 hours, I don't do 9 to 5, and I don't miss one little bit. I don't miss anything at all. There isn't anything. This has my entertainment, it just is my work, it's my life, it's my love, it's everything, all in one place.